If you still haven't started writing in 2026, then it is high time for you to finally start it. If I share my own journey to you, then I started writing in January 2026, and before content creation and before anything else, I started writing because I had a lot of things in my mind, and I started with journaling normally before sleeping, where I talked or wrote about why did I feel something today and how was my day in general, without any deep writing or without making anything out of it, with just the purpose of expressing my feelings and write in those feelings into a book. In January 2026, along with writing, I also started going to the gym, focusing on my diet, reading, etc. But out of all these things, I think writing has been the most beneficial thing for me. I'm not saying content creation, gym, focusing on your diet and everything is not important, but if you look closely, then writing is the root of all those things, because when you write, first you write, and in order to write, you start thinking. And content is about creating something out of your thinking. And in order to create something out of your thinking, you just first need to start writing. Because if you don't write and just open the camera and start talking, your talking will be yapping, because you will be talking without any structure and anything. You'll just be putting your thoughts. But in order to put your thoughts clearly and with a structure, I think writing is a great way to do so. This is why you should start writing in 2026. Firstly, you can even get paid for it in 2026, because you see there are so many content creators, and there's a new term called content strategists, content writing, which are actually getting paid. You can write scripts and anything for creators, and they'll pay you for them. Because when you start writing, your mind is forced to fixate into one thing. And personally, I think that when I started writing, I also fixed my attention span, because now in a busy, distracted world where everyone is busy consuming content and they tell themselves that they are spending time with themselves, you are not spending time with yourself. When you are alone in your bed, you are using phone, you are spending time watching other people live. You are not spending time with your own selves. You spend time with your own self, honestly, when you start giving yourself time. And in order to give yourself time, journaling is one of the best ways, because you are just talking to yourself, you are writing your own feelings, you are knowing yourself better. And trust me when I say this, that when you start writing, you build better relationships. Why? Because writing forces you to build a better relationship with yourself. And having great relationship with yourself is the first thing that helps you make better relationships with others too. Because you can't think of a person who has great relationships in life but doesn't know himself, right? So writing is a great way to do so. It also separates you from the crowd, because everyone these days is going to the gym, reading, and not reading, but yeah, everyone is creating content and going to the gym. But writing separates you from the crowd, because now, along with doing those things, because I'm also doing those things, I'm also going to the gym, but that doesn't separate me from the crowd because everyone is doing so. But writing actually separates you from the crowd, because it improves your work ethic, your attention span, your focus, and most of all, you get to know yourself better. And one more thing, that you can write a book. By writing, you can just share your own story. You can write your own experiences, your past, your failures, your learnings, and this can be converted into a book that you can genuinely publish, and it can inspire others. And if you cannot publish it, you can just read that book out loud in front of your camera and upload it anywhere, and that will help you build your own personal brand. So there are a lot of benefits of starting writing. But I personally think that apart from all these benefits and getting money out of it and all these things, best thing, the best advantage of writing is to build a better relationship with your own self and giving yourself time. It clears your mind, and clarity is the basis of creating something valuable in your life. At the end, I will say that while I was writing, this is my journal, and I have started writing recently about one random topic which I had been thinking about a lot, which is the lonely chapter. So the topic of my new series is the lonely chapter, and in this chapter I will start with why you are lonely and struggles of being lonely, being misunderstood, not feeling belonged, FOMO, what patterns keep you alone, and how to fix this, how to feel good being alone. So there are a lot of topics and I'll make separate video for each, but this is just an announcement for the upcoming series and the things that I have been writing. I have not completed it yet, but I have already written the first two parts, which are why you are lonely and why personally I'm lonely. So in this journal, I have basically shared my own experience, right? My own stories there, that why I'm lonely and what forced me, what led me to become lonely. And I'm also talking about to my younger self and suggesting my younger self what I would have avoided and would have saved me from becoming lonely. So if you want this to be uploaded, then please comment down below and tell me other topics to make videos on. Thank you.